Hey, this is Bill Steffen. Hope you're having yourself a great weekend. We've come to Sunday, the 23rd of 2025. And where do we start? But out in the state of Wyoming. I happen to be kind of moving around the internet looking to see what I could find that would be interesting. And I happened to catch a webcam at Yellowstone National Park, and they were doing like a countdown as to when the Old Faithful, the geyser here, was going to erupt again. And lo and behold, it was only in a couple minutes. So I just stayed tuned and watched. And lo and behold, it went off like clockwork. That's why they call it Old Faithful. The geyser here blows that plume of boiling water over 100 feet up into the air. Eruptions tend to last for anywhere from about a minute and a half to 5 minutes or so. And this one was a pretty good one. And you can see the condensation, the steam that comes up from that. I was out there with the Holiday Vacations Tour last summer, and it was fantastic. We just had a great time. And by the way, the new tour this year that I'll be on is going to the Canadian Rockies. And if you continue to read on or go to the Holiday Vacations website, you can learn all about joining us on this trip, which will be through the Canadian Rockies, Banff, Lake Louise, Jasper, then by train to Vancouver. We'll see Vancouver, Canada, and then across the strait there to Vancouver Island, and we will stop at Victoria and see the Bouchard Gardens there. So it's going to be a great trip. You get back to Seattle and then fly home from Seattle. I think it's July 19 to 28, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll post something here a little bit later on. Hey, what a great weekend for winter sports here in West Michigan. We've got pictures during the afternoon, Saturday afternoon, from Bittersweet and from the Muskegon Winter Sports Complex, and a lot of people out having a great time. We've had 15 days in a row now with colder than average temperatures. So far this month, we are 13 degrees colder than February of last year, which was around 9 degrees warmer than average. So far this year, February has been a little over 4 inches colder than average. It looks like this winter, which is December, January, and February, meteorological winter, could be the coldest winter that we have had in the contiguous United States in 14 years. You'd have to go back to 2010 to 2011. So it's been cold. We haven't had a lot of super cold days, way below zero, but it's been pretty consistently cold here. Warmest February day we've had has been 37 degrees, though we should beat that here by Monday afternoon. And January was 2.6 degrees colder than average. We're gaining daylight now at the rate of almost 3 minutes each day. Sunrise today at 7:27, sunset at 6:24. Well, a brief shout out to our sponsor. Need a fast, efficient, and affordable cleaning service? Well, Complete Care Concierge has you covered. Serving all of West Michigan, we offer one-time, daily, weekly, and bi-weekly cleans, plus move in and move out. We also service apartment hallways and laundry rooms. The work is guaranteed. Gift cards are available, and we even have service apartment hallways and laundry rooms. The work is guaranteed. Gift cards are available, as I mentioned, and they clean on weekends as well. There's no better way to say I love you than giving a tired mom a break from the dishes, the laundry, and the housework. Are you a busy professional? Yeah, a lot of people out there in that category. Pamper yourself by taking vacuuming and dusting off your plate. Are you an office manager? Keep your business looking and feeling its best. Call 616-264-1397 today for a spotless space and total peace of mind. And once again, that number, area code 616-264-1397. A look at season snowfall so far this winter, and boy, have they had the snow up in the UP. There's 5 locations there that already have over 239 inches of snow for the winter. It's just kept coming. Both Painesdale and Tamarack have 48 inches of snow on the ground. One spot southeast of Munising has 50 inches of snow on the ground. Mount Bohemia is a ski area up there in the Keweenaw, and they've had 239 inches. We've got 181.6 at Gaylord and nearly 170 at Sault Ste. Marie, where they are more than 6 feet above average for snowfall this winter. Traverse City at 128. Not much snow coming our way in the U.S. over the next 72 hours. The white color in Michigan indicates no snow at all, not even a snowflake. So really not much chance of much going on here. There's one little tiny dot of yellow to the east of Lake Ontario. They could get 6 inches, and that's over a 3-day period. And there's a lot of snow and heavy rain in the valleys out in the Pacific Northwest, especially for Washington State. The northern two-thirds of Utah, the Yellowstone area, going to get quite a bit of snow once again, and the Bitterroot Range up there in the state of Montana. We'll be dry this Sunday and Monday. Icy spots linger, though, on driveways, sidewalks, and parking lots, so beware of that, especially this Sunday morning. Temperatures mid-30s today. We get a little bit above freezing for a change, and then low to mid-40s for the mid part of the week here from Monday through about Wednesday or Thursday. We turn a little cooler after that, but not drastically cold. We get some rain for the middle part of the week. We haven't seen any rain in a while here. It's been too cold for that, but keep in mind that any rain that we do get for the middle part of the week here should be fairly light. And at this point in time, there are no flooding concerns here in West Michigan. So once again, 35 degrees today. If we get any sunshine, it won't be until late in the day. Most of the morning here should turn out to be kind of cloudy. And winds pretty light today, 5 miles an hour in the morning up to about 10 miles an hour during the afternoon. It gets windier on Monday. Monday we should see afternoon winds around 15 to 20 with some gusts up to 30. Here's a look at high temperatures across the U.S. today, 35, not too far from average. I think average is pretty close to that for Grand Rapids here. Look at how it's warming up in the Dakotas after they were so cold. 61 the high at Pierre and 62 at Rapid City. And you can see the warmest weather is out in the southwestern United States. Temperatures low 80s out there, and even a couple of mid 80s in Southern California. Here's the temperatures by Wednesday, and just about the entire country will be seeing warmer than normal temperatures for a change. You can see temperatures are in the 70s all the way up to Birmingham and Atlanta, pleasant 76 at Jackson, Mississippi, 70s and even some 80s down there in the Rio Grande Valley. And it's really heating up in the desert Southwest when a couple temperatures there could come close to 90 degrees here. That again is Wednesday afternoon. We should be fairly cloudy here, but certainly on the mild side. So let's look at your 5-day forecast. 35 today, low 40s at least here for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Not a whole lot of sunshine here, but maybe a few peeks of the sun. There'll be a few scattered, very light rain showers, mainly north of Grand Rapids here Monday night. And then a few scattered light rain showers here. Most of Wednesday will probably turn out to be dry here, but we may catch a shower. But nothing real heavy expected here. And the latest long-range outlook takes our temperatures back a little bit below average, but the averages are going up, so even below average won't be terribly cold. The overall trend is going to be milder here. For certainly this coming week. We turn a little cooler after that, but not too bad. Some extra slides here that Michelle, daughter number 3, has produced for us. Look at some of the temperatures this afternoon. Grand Haven in the middle there at 35, 73, pleasant day down at Disney World and Orlando. And as they start the baseball seasons in both Arizona and Orlando, or in Florida, they got some really nice weather there, some sunshine and very pleasant conditions. Tucson makes it up to 82. Pretty picture from Michael Rubel. This is used with permission. And as you can see, this is a beautiful little creek, open water flowing there a little bit up in Marquette, or just a little bit south of Marquette, Morgan Creek. So thanks to Michael for sending that along to us. A couple of pictures here from Mark and Shelley Shepard. They are vacationing down at Mazatlan in Mexico. And look at that beautiful blue sky there, some cirrus clouds giving it just a little bit of character, and you can see those large waves coming in off the ocean. The Mazatlan area is a dry area this time of year, beautiful place to vacation. A lot of interesting things to do there. This is interesting here. Joplin tornado documentary is coming up here. It's going to be produced by Netflix. Joplin tornado was in 2011, and it really changed a little bit about how we deal with tornadoes, because a lot of people did not heed the warning as they should have, and we had actually the highest loss of life in this tornado in Joplin since the Flint tornado that occurred in Michigan back in '53. 158 fatalities, over 1,000 were injured. The main hospital was hit, and there was a limited ability for the hospital to respond, though they called everybody in. 8,000 buildings damaged or destroyed, seventh deadliest tornado in United States history, and the deadliest since 1947. You can see that characteristic hook echo going into Joplin there, which is in the southwest corner of Missouri. Here's a look at some of the damage. They estimate the winds could have been as high as 200 miles an hour. This was an EF5, the strongest rating that we have for that. And some of the debris in the buildings were just plain and simply leveled right down to the last brick. There's a look at the map showing you where that is. Not too far away from Branson. A lot of you have been down to Branson to see the shows there. Netflix releasing that documentary, and it's called Twister Caught in the Storm. It'll be available after March 19th. Looking forward to that. Well, we're down to 25 days until spring. This is a photo taken by daughter number 3 up at the Pyatt Lake Nature Preserve. I've been there before. North of Traverse City, if you go up there, stick to the hiking trails, and you can take a look at the pond that they have out there. There were some really neat birds to see. It's not crowded. There's plenty of places to park, and she says it's like a Monet painting. Kind of neat. Well, one last slide here. Question for me. What is it? What is the first current event that you remember? Well, this is interesting. For daughter number 3, it was the Berlin Wall. When you're a little kid, you're not, watching the nightly news every night. And, a current event could be, watching the next door dog, run across your yard. Different category here, but I guess what for me it would have to be the day that we had the not the Palm Sunday, the Standale Hudsonville tornado, April 3rd, 1956. I would have been a month shy of 5 years old, and we had an F1. It wasn't an EF back when it wasn't enhanced, but it was just the Fujita scale. F1 tornado would go through my town. I was growing up in Wilmette, Illinois. And I remember my dad taking me around to look at the damage and me going like, wow, I can't believe this. This is really amazing. So that's the first current event that I think I can remember. And it was a weather event, but that's just me. Hey, I want to thank you so much for staying with us here till the end. We got a lot going on here this coming week. So thank you again for staying with us, and have yourself a nice Sunday.